Hey everyone, so today I'll be using the program ENVI to be looking at maps, and we can look at the pixels on those maps to do calculations for whatever we want. So this is the ENVI program, and in it you can set the preferences, which will set where you want the program to get input files from. You do that right here using directories. You can change the input files by changing this arrow. And so whenever you open and you want to do calculations, you always have to make sure that you're using a .image file, otherwise you won't be using the right file type for this program. So this looks like a black and white, but it's not actually. We actually have to make our own black and white. And we do that by using the Data Manager button. We can then open band selection. We'll just get any band, doesn't really matter which, and we just want to load a grayscale. And this is a true black and white image, a true grayscale image. And then with this, if we want, I should show you first, we can use the pan tool if we want to move around. And you notice that the image has a total number of pixels, meaning that it comes to corners. It's an image, so it doesn't just go on forever. And what I can do now, I can change the view into two vertical views if I want to work in two spaces at once. And then if I wanted to, I could put the cursor over any point, and I could find any information I wanted about that. I could also go into the metadata for this file to view other useful information, such as the size of the file, the type of file, which is a ENVI program file, its location, its data type, etc., etc. And then if I want to get a true color image, I need to get RGB values, purely RGB, which is red, green, and blue. However, as I've said before in the previous video, it appears as blue, green, and red. So band 1 is red, green, blue. So to get a true image, we need to do blue, green, red, which will be our three bands. So you just want to load data. And you can see it's blue, it's not an actual true image. That's because some of the pixels aren't quite spread out properly. So in order to fix that, we just have to go to no stretch, and we can change that from linear 1 and make it clearer by going to linear 2 and linear 5. But linear 5 is too bright, so we'll stay with linear 2. And then if I wanted to, I can get a second image on this side, which I'll do, and this will be a infrared image. So in order to do that, the image is already loaded, even though you can see underneath the view that there's nothing here. The computer thinks it's already loaded, so you just go Data Manager. Then you go infrared. So red, green, blue, so infrared, blue, green. And those appear here. So if I just unload this, you can see they come in 1, 2, 3. Load data. And this shows our infrared image, which will be red as healthy greenery, and non-red is non-healthy greenery, or something that isn't greenery. So green would be either water, or it would be buildings. And yeah, so that's about pretty much the entire program. Oh, and I forgot to say, you can also, let me turn this off. I'll just remove this. And now I just have two images on this one layer, two layers on this one group, let's just call it. And with this, you can see the blue outline, which one I have selected, and I can blend it between both. So it goes between the grayscale and the true color image. It'll keep shifting between both. Or you can do the swipe, and it'll just show you the slow gradual change. And we want to do some computing on this information, so we'll go to the statistics folder on the right. These are all your tools which you can use, and I'll do compute statistics. Select my layer. Okay. And then just like that, I can see the different types of pixels and their range that they appear as. For example, I can see band 1, which is red, appears as 0, and it goes up to the max, which is 255, and all pixel colors go from 0 to 255. So that means that somewhere in this map, in this image, band 1, which is red, appears purely. So we have a pure red color appearing somewhere, or a pure red pixel, I should say. but on average most pixels are 77 red, as like 77 out of 255 possibles. Yeah, and so this is what you can see with ENVI. And you can go through lots of different things. Also, if you want to add a legend, you can do that. And you might want to export this to a PDF or something if you want to do that as well. So yeah, that is about the basics of ENVI. Oh, and I should also say you can also zoom in, and if you have a problem that you can't zoom back, so 100's gone, I have no idea where 100 went, so all I have to do is just do 100%, and then there you go. That's all you need to know.